We play tough. Oh. Can you use a coupon on the first date? Seems like this question's main focus is on dinner, which is why it's extremely important to do alternative things on the first date. This simple heteronormative question says a lot about societal expectations, success, frugality, gender role differences, and fiscal responsibility. The answer to this question is a complicated yes, no, and it depends. I personally haven't used a coupon on the first date because I'd rather be more creative. However, this question is actually a situational question. A situational question. Your dating game as a man should trump money any day. And the key word here is game. So it's quite troubling to hear women say that using a coupon actually offends them, especially when it seems as though it's an obligation for men to pay everything on the first date. Granted, if a woman invites me out to dinner, I would actually expect for her to pay for the dinner. She is, after all, an independent woman. When it comes to relationships, or when it comes to several things that requires critical thinking, it seems as though we've been taught what to think instead of how to think. Bottom line, no one wants to look cheap or shallow. Has to have some sort of balance. Yeah, so here are two things to consider when you're debating this hot topic: semantic persuasion and the romantic mask. Let's start with semantic persuasion. Language is very much involved in this question. When you hear the word coupon, you subconsciously think of that old woman holding up the line in her attempts to save 33 cents with her $100 worth of groceries. But ask yourself, how do you feel when you hear the phrase free tickets to a concert or free entry to a nightclub? The emotion you feel, the knee-jerk emotions you feel, is much more different, much more pleasant than the sound of coupon, right? Hey, so I got these free tickets to the Usher concert. Would you like to salivate over his six-pack and then face reality after the concert is over? Huh? Yeah. And then afterwards, I got connections to the after party. And we all know connections is a euphemism for free entry. It's free. See, the facade of power is that of control, whereas the sound of coupon in the minds of many women sounds like a meal ticket from your high school cafeteria. Can you imagine him coming up to you? Yeah, baby, I got this coupon for this restaurant. But you can only order one glass of wine, though. Free ticket to a concert, free ticket to a club, Groupons, coupons. These are all means to having a good time. When done carefully. Now, how do you persuade her to use the free means? You let her know in advance, beforehand. Because no matter how much women want progress, there's a huge demographic of women who decide traditional roles, who selectively choose traditional roles. When you explicitly use the coupon, and especially when you kind of sneak it, it brings the conversation directly to money. And that's when the mood changes and it becomes tacky, a bit tacky. Now, many men would argue that it's still money. It's a form of currency. Why is there an issue? We all know first impressions are extremely important for job interviews. You never want to go directly into the interview demanding information on salary first. You normally mention salary towards the end of the interview. As the interviewee, the man, you're investing your time and money to get to the interviewer, the woman. And the interviewer, the woman, is simply investing her time with the luxury of power to either accept or decline your blowjob. Job. Yeah. People mention the coupon as a form of etiquette. It's not necessarily a form of bad etiquette, as in how to hold a fork or a knife. The first date, is simply about the romantic illusion. In a perfect world, you judge someone by the overall experience of the date, not by how much they were willing to spend. But to play it safe, guys, regardless if you're financially stable or not, just try alternative ideas for your first date. Remember, according to several studies, wealthier consumers actually use more coupons than the poor. The links are below. Surprising, right? All in all, a date should never be an interview. It should be a long-lost friend conversation I missed you and I never even met you before. What do you think? If a woman invited a man to dinner and she used a coupon, do you think the man would feel offended? Why or why not? I don't know. Until then, have fun, protect yourself, and I'll see you next time. One love, peace, and be free.